It's about 8 a.m., Santa Monica. My wife told me a story yesterday that was unnerving. She went to the San Fernando Valley to buy some groceries at some place. And in the checkout line, she had her stuff on the checkout belt, and there was a guy behind her who was sort of unloading his stuff on the belt. Well, the checkout woman started checking out this guy's whatever it was too, so my wife took that little rubber divider thing and sort of gently put it down on the belt to divide her groceries from this guy's groceries. Well, the guy, who was, in my wife's words, large, a very large man in a baseball hat, chomping down a bareka, which is a Middle Eastern pastry, while talking on the phone, took that rubber thing that my wife had put down to divide the groceries, and he flung it aggressively across the store. Okay, and then he starts maligning my wife's clothing. What? How could you do that? Her clothing is super cool. And then he starts berating her in general, and then starts moving to her to push her, which would have been a mistake because my wife and I are both Shotokan karate black belts, and we may not be in perfect practice, but there's always a way to get somebody in the neck and kill them. Well, she didn't do that. And when my wife told me this whole story, I started to become full of adrenaline. And I'm not typically aggressive, but when somebody's trying to aggress a loved one, it's interesting to see how quickly one who isn't typically aggressive can become very aggressive. I wanted to drive down to that store, review their security tapes, find the guy, and do him grievous harm. I didn't do that. But I did reflect. Here's a great way to heal the world. A simple way, nothing too academic. When you feel like, for whatever reason, flinging the rubber thing that divides two sets of groceries, when you feel like doing something stupid and aggressive, don't. Use impulse control. Relax, let kindness overtake you. Try it. It's the way to go. I've done it with this guy. I did not review the tapes, although I do reserve the right to go down there today and do so.